It really does seem like we're on the cusp of civil war in this country, and as ICE teams are sent city to city, you're going to see city to city turn to chaos. I guess everyone's just going to sit back and watch and do nothing, as always. The Patriots have been sucked up by the MAGA movement in this country, and they're docile. I can't seem to find any militia group anywhere flexing on the weekend, training, doing anything, anywhere. Um, Only thing that seems to be out there is something Fed infiltrated. And all anyone wants to do is hang out with their MAGA crew and take pictures and share them on X. No one wants to really get out here and address any big time issues. And we've got it going down. Everything that seems to ever pop off is staged and manufactured. We've seen this for a long time over the years, but right now it seems to be going to another level. And the big problem is yes, there's criminals all over the place that were let in, and it gave them the perfect excuse to clamp down with what some would say now is the rollout of a police state all across the board. And Chicago in the crosshair, and city number one really to be singled out and have an ongoing situation. We had the stuff that happened in California, but really this is an ongoing thing with Chicago. And also Portland, you could slide up number two. Memphis has been mentioned. You better watch out. This could be coming to your neck of the woods. And the atmosphere is chaotic. This is breaking down towards civil war. Now, how is that? Well, let's just look at what just happened here. I covered this on a live stream, but this is for everyone that misses the live streams. You have the mayor of Chicago writing an executive order of his own now, blocking the feds from using any property up there to pull off their enforcement operations, daring them to come up there. Who's going to stop them? Who's going to stop the feds? What, the police? The police that couldn't even police their own streets? The same police that just got called off? And what I mean by that, if you guys missed it, ICE got ambushed up here in Chicago and got surrounded, and they called for backup, and the police waved backup off and put all their lives in jeopardy. Put their lives on the line in jeopardy. Now, I want everyone to stop and think about their sons, their daughters, their friends, family that are National Guard, that's being snatched up by Trump, that gets sent up into one of these war zones. They get surrounded, right? They call for backup, and backup gets waved off. They get killed, whatever, and you get the call, you hear the story, and you can't believe it, that they're up there trying to serve this country, doing their job, whatever. They get killed, or they get surrounded, hurt, whatever it is. You're telling me help isn't coming? You know, that's how they're seeing this at this point. And people have a right to be ticked off. It's like a setup at that point. And look at it now. Look at it. Look at it. The mayor and the police are on the ground versus Trump's federal police and National Guard on the other side. This is civil war. Right down to it. To the ground. They won't even come and protect them. People's lives are on the line. And again, who's going to stop these feds from coming in there and doing their job? Do you think these police are going to step up to them? Well, we're about to see. It's about to really go down. It's not just going to be a protester versus ICE and National Guard. This is going to be like law enforcement on the ground with badges, like clashing. This is what this is lined up to be. This is just the first city, Chicago. Wait, look at Portland and look at every other place they've got lined up, and man, they're just getting started. We've got years of this. I'm telling you what, people, you better realize what's happening right now. You know, Trump put an executive order on the books to round up the homeless and send them where? Not all homeless are on drugs, but still, people made excuses because that's all they do. It's all they do all day long is make excuses. They'd rather be out there rubbing elbows with these feds, putting pictures up on X, acting like they're cool. They get out here and fight any good fight. Hard pressed to find any militias doing anything these days. It's like the black magic MAGA spell came and sucked them all up like a vacuum, and you can't find no one doing anything in any state, anywhere. I've been calling for it. I'll call for it again. If you guys know of any meetup, any state, from Texas throughout the Midwest, East Coast, any patriots mounting up, hit me up. Let me know. I'd love to go, or just tell people about it. I say it all the time, but no one ever hits me up with it because it's not happening. It's not to be found anywhere. Prove me wrong. Show me something. Would love to come join, be a part of it. But everyone's so scared out here. And you're in a bad, bad position, America. About to get torn apart right in front of your face. And this is how it's going to go down in all these sanctuary cities, all these Democrat cities. This was all by design, all set up this way, all meant to go down like this. And what do we do? Then what do we do? What do we do? First off, you have the police in your local area grow a pair of cojones and actually check the crime in your city. You don't give the feds the excuse to have to come in. Let's start there. All right? Right there. When you check it and don't give them the excuse, then they can't come in. Okay? Is there massive crime and murderers and rapists all over the place? Yes. But does it help that the mayor of all these places don't want to cough them up? That's ridiculous. ICE is there, willing to take these guys out of your jail cell and get them out of the country, and you won't let it? You should be charged for treason in this instance. So there's blame all across the board here. But notice, it's being allowed to go down. I'm telling you, what happens when your boys and girls get called in here, National Guard, and they get surrounded next? They get ambushed next, and no one comes to save them. Someone gonna care then? Only time to tell. The world's a stage. As far as I can tell, yeah, they're ripping this place apart. And you've heard of no-go zones out there. Well, they are establishing ice-free zones with this executive order. And I'm going to tell you now, these zones are going to get as chaotic as it gets. Much love. Shout-outs to the cats out there that are fighting the fight. And some of you that join the live streams and those that are taken to the streets, live streaming this yourself. We've got some cats hitting the streets up there in Seattle on the West Coast this weekend, or this week, to cover the madness happening up there. I appreciate that to the fullest. Anything that I get, any footage from those places is shared on the live streams. Make sure to join me over there. There's just so much going on with this. You need more time to dive down these rabbit holes and to discuss all this stuff, but it's really going down. They're ripping our country in two. It's time people pay attention. We need to start to come together. People need to drop the fear. And the time is now, as far as I can tell. I'll leave a link below. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here in Dabu77. Follow me on X for more as well. Much love, y'all.